So this is part 2 to the story I told you guys last night about getting the random Facebook message asking how me and my brothers were doing. So I'm laying in bed that night and I'm thinking about this message, and I had responded back that we were happy, healthy, and thriving. Everybody was good. Thank you for thinking of us. Hope you're doing well. And I'm laying in bed that night and I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know who this person is. So I showed my husband the message and I said, I don't even know how to say their name. They had spelled it Shealeiughh. He said, I think that's a weird way to spell Sheila. Well, I only knew one Sheila. And that was my dad's girlfriend that had gotten us put into foster care because she tried to OD on us. Right? So I'm like, surely she would not be asking us how we're doing. Well, she was. It was her. So after I send that message, I get another message back from her, and she is saying that she's so sorry. She thinks about us all the time. She hoped that we had landed well and that we had found peace and happiness and that we were well taken care of. And then she goes on to tell me how terribly my dad was treating her, how she just couldn't get away from him. He's a monster of a person. And I realized that this is more than I can mentally handle. So I never respond back to her because I'm reading it and I'm like, I don't have the capacity to go into this with you. I'm in my real early 20s. I'm having postpartum depression. I'm not in a good mental space to handle this type of trauma, right? Rehashing of trauma. And so I never messaged her back. And then I realized that she might message my brothers. And I know that I will never, never, never be okay with her reaching out to my brothers. So I messaged her back and I said, please don't contact us again. Do not contact my brothers. It will not end well for you. Remember, I'm in my 20s. I'm a little feisty. I'm not as nice as I am now, because I am a whole different animal when it comes to my brothers. Okay? They were my first babies. She never responded to that. And then 4 years ago, she OD'd successfully, and it appears that she was never able to quite get over the trauma that was her life. She had children that had ended up in the foster care system as well, and I think they ended up getting taken out by their dad, but she had no contact with them. And I only know that because when my dad passed away, we got all of his estate and we had to take care of it, and he had those documents, and my brothers and I went through it, and then I had to tell them this story, and they were like, she never contacted us. And I said, well, she took my warning to heart, and I appreciated that. And I have forgiven her, but that took a lot of therapy.